And former Speaker of the United States House of Representatives, Nancy Pelosi, making a stop in Charlottesville today, speaking at UVA. CBS 19's Mark Gadd joins us live from grounds now. And Mark, you just heard from Pelosi. What did she have to say?
Yeah, that's right, Alexa. I'm here right outside the rotunda where Nancy Pelosi just spoke to a crowd, focusing on the critical role Congress plays in politics and the daily lives of Americans. She says the genius of the Constitution lies within that system of checks and balances and warns that system is currently being tested. Now, the UVA Center for Politics tell me they've been planning this event for months. The event we were just at, that you just heard from, was at the Karsh Institute of Democracy. But later tonight, Pelosi will be speaking at the Center for Politics, and CBS 19's Jaden Howard will be there and have the latest for you on your news at 10 and 11. For now, live on grounds, Mark Gadd, CBS 19 News.
Ahead on your CBS 19 News at 4, the Who's are on the road again, this time for the ACC Championship game. We'll have live team coverage from Charlotte. And Charlottesville's annual toy lift is going on as we speak. We'll have a live update from that event. Plus, there have been some important changes made to the Student Resource Officer program for Albemarle County Public Schools. We'll have more details. Your CBS 19 News at 4 starts right now.
Live from the CBS 19 News studio, this is CBS 19 News at 4, Charlottesville News First.
All right, sounds good, Travis. Thank you. Well, the Who's are back on the road, this time for that ACC Championship game to take on Duke at Bank of America Stadium. Sports reporter Izzy Bagley is live in Charlotte now, and she has more on that important matchup. Izzy, how's it going?
Hey, Alexia, I'm doing great. We have arrived to the Queen City, where a new ACC champion will be crowned tomorrow. In this matchup, you just heard from Sage Ennis there at the end, and he said it. Hey, we're not resting on that win a few weeks ago. So make sure you turn into CBS 19 all throughout tonight. Kira Bruno is in pregame pressers as we speak. So we're going to have content for that all tonight. But for now, from Charlotte, Izzy Begley, CBS 19 Sports.
All right, thank you, Izzy. And of course, along with that big game tomorrow, there is also a two-day Fan Fest kicking off tonight. CBS 19's Sarah Allen is live at that event now and is getting a feel for all of the excitement. Sarah, how's it going?
Yeah, hey Alexia, like you mentioned, we're here at the start of the two-day ACC Fan Fest. We're going to try to grab some fans here. McKenna and I are here. She's going to check in the next half hour, taking part in some of the fun going on. And I'll see you guys back here at the top of the 5 o'clock hour. But for now, live in Charlotte, Sarah Allen, CBS 19 News.
All right, Sarah, thank you for that live report down there. And if you wanted to feel the holiday spirit, well, today's snow is a good start. But add in the toy lift, and it's definitely the holidays here in Central Virginia. The annual event is going strong as we speak. So let's turn our attention now to CBS 19's Sophie Long, who is live at the toy lift to show us what's going on out there. Hi, Sophie.
Hey, Alexia. I was up in the bucket earlier today, and now I'm on more stable ground for the final few hours of this year's toy lift. As you can see, there's still action all around me, and it's all for the kids. We're here until 7 o'clock, and because of today's snowy weather, the drive-thru will be open tomorrow from 8 to 4. At the toy lift, Sophie Long, CBS 19 News.
Good afternoon. I'm Cassidy Stevens. Thank you for joining us. It's time for your top 4 at 4. Virginians will officially be voting on redistricting this spring. We'll break down what this all means. And Republican Congressman John McGuire officially announcing today that he is running for re-election. We'll take a look at how the redistricting could impact his campaign. And the Rockfish Wildlife Sanctuary is accepting donations this Valentine's Day. We'll share the details about this fundraiser. Plus, hundreds of students at Albemarle High School walked out of class Friday morning, joining a growing wave of student protests across the area over immigration enforcement. We're joined now by Mark Gadd. Mark, thank you. Where their students marched through Charlottesville, what were they saying?
Yeah, that's right, Cassie. Well, first off, students marched from Albemarle High School all the way to the pedestrian bridge over Route 29. Now, again, we joined them in that walk, and I spoke with a lot of these students, and they tell me they feel frustrated, angry, and helpless over federal immigration policy. Take a look. Now, Cass, you'll remember yesterday we spoke with Albemarle County Public Schools, and they emphasized that this was not a school-sponsored event, and they urged students to protest on school grounds. Now, as you can see by the videos behind you right now, that obviously wasn't the case, but Albemarle County Police was there at a lot of these intersections across the march to make sure that students were safe.
Now, Mark, are any of these students going to get in trouble for this?
Now, obviously, Cassie, there's nothing too official right now, but I did speak with one student, and she said some rumors going around say that some students might face suspensions, but again, these are all rumors, so we don't have anything official on that right now.
All right, thank you, Mark. A huge announcement from the state Supreme Court today. Virginians will vote on redistricting this spring. CBS 19's Jaden Howard with more on what this means. Jaden.
Yeah, Cassidy, today the state Supreme Court denied a Tazewell County judge's injunction. Now, this is a controversial idea, and most Republicans are speaking out against it. If the map does look like this, it'll make things tricky for incumbents who may find themselves in an entirely new district. CBS 19's Pim Dyer has more on one in particular who just announced his re-election campaign today. Pim?
Jaden, that's right. Congressman for the 5th District, John McGuire, officially announcing today that he is running for re-election.
And it's time for Who Makes the Headlines. Today, I'm joined by Lauren Seeliger, a news editor for the Cavalier Daily, and she's here to fill us in on what's all been going on around ground. So, Lauren, thank you so much for being here with us
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. My first question is, as we near the end of Black History Month, how does this shape students' experiences at UVA?
Yeah, in asking that, they're really hoping that the board will kind of just start fresh and hopefully go in with a whole new mindset of how to approach shared governance.
A fresh start. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, Lauren. Well, thank you so much again for being back here with us.
Thanks so much.
Good Wednesday afternoon. I'm Alexia Williams. We thank you for joining us. It's time for your Top 4 at 4, a conversation with 3 Iranians on what they say is really happening inside of their country right now. We have those details. And weeks of bitter cold have taken a toll. And for wildlife, the effects may linger well into spring. We'll share the impacts that it could have on animals. Plus, severe weather conditions on the West Coast are putting many people at risk. We'll take a closer look at everything from a wildfire to an avalanche. And it was a very cold January, and as a result, most people's electric bills not pretty. Now, CBS 19's Brielle Philippe joins us live in the studio. Brielle, what can you tell us about these electric bills?
Yeah, Alexia, we even posted on the Facebook earlier today asking people what they saw on their electric bill and the impact that January really had. And as a meteorologist, I can say that those extreme temperatures were not normal. I spoke to REC and Dominion today as well, and some customers to see what their energy usage showed. And things are looking a bit more spring-like, and both energy companies and I are really hoping for some warmer weather, give us some relief from the cold, but also those extreme energy bills.
I know, whenever I got my bill, I was like, oh my gosh, I guess that's what happens whenever winter hits, and it hit hard.
It definitely did.
All right, well, thank you, Brielle. Welcome back. It's Wildlife Wednesday. What's going on, Cassidy?
Alexia, it's Wednesday. We got our pink on, so you know our friend Connor with the Wildlife Center of Virginia is back, and he brought us a very special friend. This is Elliot, the western hog-nosed snake, and I know he looks really big and ferocious on your screens right now because he's a super scary snake. But Connor, that guy looks a little tiny there.
And this is full grown for him.
This is full grown. So how did Elliot come to the Wildlife Center?
So Elliot, he's about 10 years old, and he came to the Wildlife Center back in 2018. He was actually bred in captivity.
Okay.
And someone, and then Elliot comes out, and they're always shocked, and they laugh, and they have a great time.
Yeah.
So he's a great snake to help teach people that
Elliot.
they're
He's
wonderful
so cute.
neighbors to have.
Big fan of Elliot here.
All right. Well, Connor, thank you so much for bringing in our massive snake.
Our massive, big, scary anaconda here.
Welcome back. In our Health Watch now, a local piano player is using music to fight senior loneliness. But live music isn't always accessible for everyone. CBS 19's McKenna Schoenbrunn has more details on the Sponsor Nursing Home campaign.
Liz Marion has been playing piano.
UVA Health is now being ranked as the #2 organization in the entire United States for enrolling patients in national clinical trials. They say that enrolling their patients into these clinical trials can give them access to medications that might not always be available to the public yet, and even result in FDA approval.
When a trial is a positive trial and we get an FDA approval and we can then offer that drug to the next patient who comes along, who might not want to do a study but has now the benefit of the study results, it's a very gratifying experience to be able to see that we're doing better in taking care of patients with cancer.
And people interested in learning more about those clinical trials or who are interested in signing up for one can visit clinicaltrials.gov. Right now, it's not an official diagnosis. Social media use disorder isn't classified as a mental condition yet, but experts say that more and more evidence is mounting about the impact that social media has on mental health, especially the mental health of children and teenagers. In today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither has ways that parents can help create a healthy digital balance.